Okay, welcome back to part 2. So where we finished off was we talked about 3,750 sacks for the last equilibrium quantity. Okay, now we need to work out the total tax revenue. So this is simply the tax per unit times by the quantity that we sell. So it was €3 per unit, and we sold 3,750 sacks, which gives us €11,250. So quite simple there. So this is where a lot of you fell down. Okay, for this next question about consumer surplus and how much it's changed. What you needed to do was use all the information you had available. Okay, so if we just quickly sketch out very quick supply and demand functions so we can remember where they were. So we know, again, this is just a quick sketch, it's not to scale, it's just to remind us of what the figures. So S2, that's with the tax. S1, we've got demand going down there. Okay, we got the original equilibrium price and quantity. So the original equilibrium price was 3, the quantity was 60. We know that the new equilibrium quantity was 37.5, and we know the new equilibrium price for consumers was 5.25, and the new equilibrium price for producers was 2.25. We also know the Q-intercept, which is 90, because the formula is 90 minus 10p. Okay, so this is the autonomous quantity, so we know that that's the Q-intercept. So we need to work out this, the P-intercept for demand and the P-intercept for supply, so we can work out the consumer and producer's surplus. Okay, so the P-intercept for demand first, so we've got 90 minus 10p, and what we need to do, we need to set that to 0, because the price is 0, well, quantity demanded is 0 there, so we need to, so 90 minus 10p, we need to add 10p to both sides, leaves 90, which means 90 divided by 10 is equal to the P-intercept. Okay, so equals 9. So we know that that is 9. Okay, we also know that the quantity supplied equals minus 30 plus 30p. Again, we need to set that to 0. Okay, so add 30 to both sides, leaves us with 30p, so we need to do 30 divided by 30, and that leaves us with 1. So we know that the P-intercept for supply there is 1. So now we've got that information, we can simply work out, first of all, what the original area is. So the original so we'll just wait for the keyboard to catch up. Original area. Let me just pause there. Okay, sorry about that, I need to reset the pen. So original consumer surplus then is going to be this triangle here. Okay, so the difference between 3 and 9 is 6, so 6 times by, and the original quantity is 60, divided by 2 equals 180. Then we need to work out the new surplus. Okay, and the new surplus, consumer surplus, is this triangle here. Okay, so again, not to scale, but it gives us what we need in terms of what to work out. So the difference between 5.25 and 9 is 375. 375 times by, and the new equilibrium quantity is 37.5, and then divide by 2, and that gives us 70.31. We just work out the difference, which is roughly, so it goes down by 109.69 euros. Okay, so that's how we work out that one. And then moving down, we use the same information to work out the new producer surplus. The original producer surplus is going to be the same as the consumer surplus, so it's going to be, well, it's going to be the difference between the original price and the price intercept. Okay, so 2, and then we times that by the original 60, and then divide by 2, which gives us 60. The new consumer surplus is here, so this is the new equilibrium point, and we need to work out this triangle here. Okay, so we simply go 225 times by the new quantity, 37.5, and we divide that by 2 because it's a triangle, and that gives us 23.44, and we work out the difference between that, and we can see producer surplus has gone down by 36.56 euros. Okay, and then finally we need to work out the deadweight loss. So the deadweight loss is this triangle up here. Okay, and we simply, so the difference between 525 and 225 is 3. Okay, times by the difference between these two, so that is 20. My pen's gone wonky, hang on. Okay, so 3 times by the difference between 37.5 and 60, which is 22.5, and then we divide that by 2, and that equals 33.75 is the loss to society. Okay, so loss to society. And again, we could report that in hundreds if we need to, so 3,375 euros. Okay, popping those along. Okay, so that is the deadweight loss to society. And then to finish off then, let's quickly scroll down. So exactly the same as we did before, but it's a subsidy, so instead of taking away the 3 to work out the producer price, we add the 3. So let's take a look. So quantity demanded plus equals quantity supplied. So we've got 90 minus 10 PC, okay, because now we've got a consumer price because we're doing subsidies. So we just change that to PC because demand is all about consumer demand and supply is all about producer, how much the producer supplies. So we've got minus 30 plus 30, and it's PP. So now we add the 30 to both sides, so 120 minus 10 PC equals 30, and PC plus 3 this time, because it's a subsidy, so the producers are getting some money and not taking it away from the price. So we're just doing it in one step, 10 PC, so that equals 30 PC plus 90. Okay, so now we're going to take 90 from each side, so that leaves 30 minus 10 PC and 30 PC, and then the final thing we need to do is add the 10 PC to both sides, 40 PC equals 30, and then we need to divide 30 by each side. Okay, so the 40 by each side. So we've got now PC equals 30 divided by 40, which equals 0.75. Okay, so that's euros. So that's a price for the customers. So now we need to work out the producer price, and that equals, as we've seen there, PC plus 3. So now we simply take the 0.75 plus 3 equals 3.75 euros, and it asks for the quantity as well, the output. So we simply stick one of these figures into one of the formulas. So let's just stick with demand. So 90 minus 10 PC. So 90 minus 10 times 0.75 equals 90 minus 7.5 equals 82.5, which equals 8,250 sacks. So hopefully that's not too difficult. Now you've seen the answer, always makes a difference. So the last one then, let's just move this down. Just bear with me. Just move this down here. Calculate the cost to the government of the subsidy. So we know that the subsidy costs £3. Okay, and we need to multiply that by the quantity. So we know that's 82.5 or 8,250, depending on how you're going to present it at the end, which leaves us with 24,750 euros. So that's the cost of the subsidy. So that's the end of part 2 and the end of the section B. Hopefully you're going to work through this yourself and see where you went wrong, and hopefully it'll be a lot more clearer now. Hopefully that was good feedback. Please leave a comment if you want to let me know whether that was useful or not. And any questions, please see me in my planning blocks, B, G or H, if that works for you, or organise a meeting after school or before school. Okay, bye bye for now.